Now we're going to do the elimination method. All of these problems can be solved either using the substitution method or the elimination method. So with the elimination method, make sure that the equations are aligned. So the x's are together, the y's are together, then you have your equal sign and then your numbers. For example, this one is not aligned, right? You would have to move this over to the other side so that it's 4x minus 5y equals 10, and then the bottom one can stay the same. Now they are aligned. In the example we're doing, they're already aligned. Okay, so I'm gonna just do step 2. I think it's easier shown than said. I'm gonna multiply this entire equation by 6. When I do so, 6 times 3x will give me 18x. 6 times y is 6y. 6 times negative 25 is 150, negative 150. Now, the reason why I chose to multiply it by 6 is because I knew that this would become a 6y, and when I add these two together, those would cancel out. That's why I chose the number 6, so that these will cancel out. Now, I have negative 7x plus 18x. That'll give me 11x. And 62 and a negative 150, if you add them, you'll get negative 88. So you just add the two equations together. Divide both sides by 11, and you get x is equal to negative 8. Now, use one of the original problems to figure out what y is. So let me get rid of all of this stuff. I'll use just this top one. So here's the top equation. Okay, now instead of x, I'm going to substitute negative 8. So 3 times negative 8 is negative 24. I'm going to add 24, and I get y is equal to negative 1. So these two lines will intersect at negative 8, negative 1. Let's try another problem. Let's do this one. Now remember, you have to align the equations first when you're doing the elimination method. Okay, so I moved the 5y to the other side to be with 4x, and when I moved 5y, it became a minus 5y. So now they are aligned. The x's, the y's, equal sign, number. Okay, now this one, I'm gonna multiply, let's see, I'm gonna try to eliminate the x's. So if I multiply this 4 by a negative 2, look what happens. Negative 2 times 4x will be a negative 8x, and those would cancel out when I add them together. Negative 2 times negative 5y is a positive 10y. Negative 2 times 10 is negative 20. Okay, so now I'm dealing with these two problems. I'm going to add them together. Those cancel out. 8x minus 8x is 0, so it's gone. No more x's. 8 minus 8 is 0, it's gone. 9y plus 10y is 19y. 58 minus 20 is 38. Now, all you have to do is divide both sides by 19. So I get y is equal to 2. Now, use one of the original problems. You can use these two, or you can use those two to figure out what x is. So I'll just use the original equation. Let's not complicate things. Just use the original one. 4x equals 5y plus 10. So I'm going to erase this y and substitute 2. So I get 4x equals 5 times 2 is 10, plus 10 is 20. Now you divide both sides by 4. So x is equal to 5. So these two lines will intersect at 5, 2. That is the solution. Okay, continuing with the elimination method, I need to multiply. Let's see. This time I'm going to cancel out the y's. So if I multiply this top one by 11 and this bottom one by a -2, then these y's will cancel out. Let me show you how that happens. 11 times 8 is 88x. This will be -22y. And this will be -352. Next, I'll have -2 times 3x, that's -6x. That's +22y. That's why I multiplied by a negative, because a negative and a negative will give me the +22. And look, those will cancel out. -2 times -53 is 106. Okay, now I'm gonna add these together. When I add these two equations, those cancel. And I'm left with 88x and a -6x, that's 82x. And this will be -246. Okay, so now I'm gonna divide both sides by 82. And I get x is equal to negative, I'm gonna assume that's about 3. So I get x equals -3. Now you just choose one of the original problems and plug that in. So I'll just choose this top one. I have 8, and for x, I'm gonna plug in a -3. Minus 2y equals -32. So this times this is -24. Add 24. I get -2y is equal to -8. Divide both sides by a -2 and you get y is 4. So the point where these intersect is -3, 4. So sometimes you'll have to multiply both equations by a number. In this problem, we only multiplied one of the equations. We just multiplied this top one by 6. And in this one, we just multiplied one of the equations by a number. In this case, we multiplied this one by a -2. So sometimes you're just gonna have to multiply one equation to eliminate a variable, or you're gonna have to multiply both equations by numbers to eliminate a variable. Let's try another example. So, very first step, you need to make sure that the equations are aligned. So I'm gonna move this 9x to the other side, and this -2y needs to move to the other side. So this will become -9x, because you move it over. The 6y can remain a +6y, and the 39 can remain positive. Then I have -3x. I move -2y to the other side, making it a +2y, and the 13 can stay as it is. So now they are aligned properly. So I'm going to eliminate my x values. Let's do that. So I'm gonna multiply this by a -3. If I multiply this by a -3, this will become a +9, this will become a -6, and this will become a -39. Okay, so this is my new equation. Now I'm gonna add these together. -9 plus a +9, those cancel. 6y plus a -6y, those cancel. And then 39 plus a -39, those cancel. So I basically get 0 on this side. Since everything's gone, it's just 0. And 39 plus -39, that's just 0. Well, that's a true statement. 0 equals 0. So what this means is there are infinitely many solutions. And what this looks like is if you graph this line on a graph, this line, the second line, is the exact same line. These two, if you graph them, they'll be on top of each other. They share every single point. That's why it's infinitely many solutions. They're the same line. So that is how you do the elimination method, and that is how you do the substitution method. And there's 3 cases. You'll get infinitely many solutions. You'll get no solution. We had an example of no solution. Or you'll get a point, like we did here. So those are your 3 cases. I'll write that down. No solution, meaning your lines are parallel. You get 1 solution, meaning your lines intersect at 1 point. Or you'll get infinitely many solutions. Meaning that they're the exact same line. I hope you learned something. Now go try some on your own.